I'm sorry, hi everyone. I just wanted to show you my palette the way I left it on Sunday. Today is Wednesday. 3 days later, it is acrylic. I sprayed it with water and then put lots of saran wrap on top of it. And 3 days later, I want to show you how wet it still is. I just wanted to prove a fact that yes, you can mix up your paint ahead of time, even with acrylic. Can you see how wet that is? So, no problem whatsoever. So I just wanted to show that to you. I can't take it off with one hand, so. And here is my paint. You can see it's still very, very wet. So, here we go. We're going to paint now. Okay, here we are, and I'm going to hopefully finish this today. I have to push some of the lines back, and I want to add a little more orange, and I want to add some blue. That's the plan. So hopefully all will go well today. And they did ask for some blues to be in the painting, so now I'm going to add some blues and some oranges. Push back some of those some of that line work. Oops, I picked up some orange. That was a mistake. Some deeper blues. Blend it a little bit. But I'm adding some dark blues into the black just to add a little bit more color. But I do like that blue in there. Don't like this. This is Naples yellow with some white into it. Leave a little bit of the blue showing. Okay, I'm going to start using my brayer. Cover up a little bit of these lines, push it back a little bit so they're not so in your face. Not so in your face. Well, that'll knock your socks off, won't it? As you can see, I just layer, layer, and layer. I'm going to stand back and look at it. Definitely have to push this back. This is the blue-gray. I'm going to take a look at that. It's not too bad. I'm going to put some blue up in here. And then I'm going to go over it with some glazes. Again, I'm wanting your eye to travel. I'm going to let this dry a little bit, and then I'm going to go over it with some other colors just to push that blue back now. I am going to push some of this back right here. Very, very, very lightly touching. Just so lightly. Now I'm using raw umber. A little bit of white in it. Remember, I had the brown coming through this way, so I'm going to put a little bit more of that back in. Excuse me. I just want the blue to just barely show through. And I'm going to stand back, and this is standing right at, almost in the middle. As you can see, I'm covering up a lot of that blue. I just wasn't crazy about it. Picked up too much yellow. Push that back. I lost some of that, so I'm putting some of that back in again. hint of it over here. Okay, now I'm going to put a few more lines in. Barely touching it. I want the texture to show. Stand back and look at it. Need something to carry my eye down. Now I might go back over this a little bit with the gray, but I just needed something to break this up right here. I'm in my thinking stage now, guys. Okay, now I have to mess this up. Too perfect. Doing dry brushing. Like that gray that I picked up. not happy right there. Just trying to mess things up a little bit. I don't know if that's a mistake or not. It was a mistake. So I'm going to go over some of that with this pale yellow. I'm going to look at it from behind. I'm starting to mess with it too much and I'm starting to lose it. Don't know if I like these. I might do something. I'm going to try something. If it doesn't work, I'll cover it up. This is these Marabou crayons, art crayons. Nope, that did not work. So what we're going to do is immediately cover it up with Titan Buff. Don't ever be afraid to try anything. Because if it doesn't work, always fix it. Like so. See, that was easy enough to cover up. So now I say to myself, now what? I have no idea what I'm doing. But I'm going to try something different. That didn't work either. Put some Titan Buff over that. Gives me a little bit more of a dimension right there. Now I'm going to go back over that with another color. It's really changing. I'm kind of liking that beige better, that tightened up, better than that bright yellow. Okay, now I think I'm going to do some real thin line work. I'm happy with it right now. I like it. Doing some dry brushing. That helps. Now I'm going to put a few lines right here. Just want to give the impression of a circle. It almost looks like a heart though. Don't want that. That's better. The idea is to have different size circles. Because if all of your circles are the same size, how boring would that be? Which I think adds to it. And the color that I'm using is that Atelier gray pinkish. This is just a pure orange. Do I like it or not? Just push it back a little bit. Blot it a little bit. Covering up some of that yellow. It's bothering me. Bothered me ever since the beginning. Now I'm going to put some small lines into it. Basically from the top.
Oh, thank you.
Like that. I don't like this line right there. See if I can kind of do this here. Yeah. I'm going to put a circle right here. I like that. The reason why I did that, let me make it more predominant. When you have, let's say, a bar coming down, you want breaks in it. Otherwise, your eye will come to this point and it stops dead. It can't get through. So here you can see it can get through here, it can get through here, it can come through here, and that's why I did it up there. So you can also get through up there. Now with this one over here, this is not a solid bar. This has a lot of openings here and there. So you see a pretty triangle right there. So, and that is different from the circles. There's another triangle that I can paint in. That's a little bit bigger. Okay, Linda, stop. A lot of yellow right here and right here. Just want to push that yellow back. Okay, guys, I have fussed with it enough. I will give you a shot close up and a photograph. As far as I'm concerned, it is finished for now. I will look at it again tomorrow. I might have to make a few adjustments here or there, but I think I'm very close to being finished. So, thanks for watching. Okay, it's the day after, and not quite there, I don't think. It needs just a little bit of something. I don't know quite what it is, but I think I'm going to put a little bit more line work in it and a little bit more color. So, one nice thing about when it's totally dry is that if you don't like what you've done, you can wipe it off and still what's underneath it stays. So if I don't like what I'm doing, I will wipe it off right away. So that's a good way to paint. So here we go. Okay, I don't know if you can notice on here, but you see this color right here, and some of it's right here. That is actually raw umber with some white in it. I think I'm going to put some up and through here and here, so it kind of looks like a circle, but not an implied circle, I should say. So that's what I'm going to do now. And I'm going to just barely touch my surface. Okay, let's try that again. I'm going to look at that standing back. And I want to make this area darker. I'm going to go into it with raw umber, very lightly. going to go back and take a look at it. It might be too squared off now, and I think it is, looking at it. Now I'm going to look at it again. Couldn't help myself. Might have to cover some of that up, but I like what's going on here. Get rid of those. I think I'm just going to spray it with water and wipe it. There, I just kind of pushed it back a little bit. I'm going to step back and look at it again. I do like that dark area over there. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to put some brown on top of it. Some of the raw umber. And that's that raw umber with white in it. To make it a little bit lighter. I'm going to put a little bit more blue into it up there. This is phthalo blue with white. Just pops of color here and there, and then what I'll do is I'm going to wipe it. Much like a circle. Now, I'm just experimenting now to see what works and what won't work. Back. I like how that light blue is going down over. It's just some glazing that I'm going to end up wiping. Bit of blue in there. Looks good. I'm going to have to open this somewhere because, as you can see, this is not letting you go through. So I have to open that somewhere. I'm going to try something. Ooh, I like that. have to break it up somewhere so you can get through. Get through there. And maybe there. And I'm using Tighten Buff. Okay, now you can get through. Now I'm looking at this triangle right here. Do I want to color that in? Let's try it. Yepper. See, this is bringing your eye across. This brings your eye down. Look at that. If you can really see that, I like that very, very much. These are just finishing touches. I'm just looking for shapes now, and I'm filling them in. Your eye is coming across. You see how this is now taking your eye across the plane of the painting. And it's okay to skip, and then it picks it up here and goes across. I'm going to make those a little bit more predominant. This is a good one right here, because that one's circular. And these will take your eye up. Okay. Getting close. Need a better brush than that. Need a better brush. Hoping this is making sense to you. This needs to be lighter. All of this has now become my focal area. I don't want to make these very distinct, because if I make these too distinct, then it'll take away from those over there. So I'm just brightening them up a little bit, not much. I fussed too much, and I hope that you enjoyed watching me. What I do at the end of the painting, with me putting in so many lines with different types of tools, I end up getting a lot of shapes. So what I do is I look for those shapes and then I accentuate them. So that's what I was doing at the end. So I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I did, and I will give you a close-up look at it. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye. Okay, this is what she looks like now. And I ended up putting a little bit more blue into it, more black into it, more brown into it, more raw umber, and a little bit more sienna, just to give it a little bit of color. Plus, I emphasize some lines. So I'm going to give you a close-up now. Here we go. Here you can see how I emphasize those shapes. And those are the shapes that I find. And then I emphasize them. You can see this shape takes you the whole way across the painting over to the other side. So that I like. And I emphasize these shapes right here. Put a few more lines in there. Put a little bit more blue into that area. And emphasized a few shapes over here. Such as, and it's just, I mean, you really have to look at it to see it. You can see those three shapes there that I painted in. And they are just, you know, it's something that you're not going to notice right away, but it gives you something to look at as you're looking at the painting. So, and now you can see a lot of the detail, a lot of the texture, a lot of layers of colors, as you can see. So I do want to thank you for watching and taking this journey with me. And hope all is well. God bless.